time really flies. And sometimes in the flying of time, we forget things. But some things we remember maybe forever. The world remembers the so-called costume malfunction of Janet Jackson and Timberlake. Do you remember that? I hate to tell you this, but that was almost 20 years ago. It was in Super Bowl 2004. But it was not the first malfunction, nor was it the last. In fact, I had one myself, and when I thought about the big oopses in my life, this story came to my mind. I had the privilege of being cast in the role of Kris Kringle, the Santa Claus character in Miracle on 34th Street. My costume was a business kind of suit. The pants were a little big, but I had suspenders, the kind with clamps on, and I figured that will be just fine. Won't be any problem at all. I had a scene with a young girl, the character Susan, where I was to tell her about the wonderfulness of imagination. And the scene directions called for me to fly around the room, flapping my arms and expressing to her how she could fly too. The scene was going well. I was sitting on the couch, and just before I was to get up and show her how I would fly around the room, I felt a suspender clamp pop. Oops. But I thought, that's okay. I have one more, right? That's why they give you two. So I was just about ready to get up, and guess what? Oops, number two. The other one sprang open. And I thought, what am I going to do? If I stand up, my pants are going to fall to the floor. And nobody wants to see Santa's pants around his ankles. Well, maybe some people do, but that would be a different story. So I didn't know what to do. I wasn't going to finish the scene that way, but my young co-star was insistent. She thought she was going to try to help me out, and she says, no, Mr. Kringle, please show me. What was I? Yeah, show her. So doing the best I could, I grabbed up onto each side of my pants and tried to flap around the room like this and get off the stage as quickly as I could. The next night, I made sure I talked to the costume department, and I had suspenders with buttons on. Oops or no oops, the show must go on.